Nissan Bolivinaka and Konnichiwa. Welcome to Churchill Park in Lautoka, Fiji for the final round of the 2011 Pacific Nations. And co-commentary former New Zealand Sevens captain Carlton Nana.
Thanks, Ken. Yes, the picture a bit clearer here. It was 2011 Pacific Nations Cup. Fiji are now out of it. Anyway, Tonga can be beaten by Japan getting a bonus point. And they win on the merits of beating Tonga last week. So the job pretty cut and dried for the Japanese team. So look for them to come out with a bit of intensity and vigour. I'm sure that's the message they'll be getting under the change rooms at the moment. Fiji, on the other hand, will want another barnstorming performance, just as impressive as they had last week against Manu Samoa.
So the permutations coming into this game. It's very big. Very much in form. Flying Fijian team come out in front of their home supporters here. Lost to Tonga 21-45, which effectively puts them out of the comp, even though they beat Manu Samoa 36 points to 18 in round 2 of this competition just 4 days ago. And for Japan, terrific win, 28-27 over the Kingdom of Tonga. Just 4 days ago, they were beaten badly in their first up encounter against the Manu Samoa in Tokyo, 34-15. Having said that, as Carlton Nana has alluded to, in the event that they get the 5-point bonus win today, they will win this competition outright on the basis of their 1-point victory over Tonga last week. So for Takeshi Kikutani, and here he comes now, the captain, in his 42nd international out of the Toyota Club, leading this Japan team out onto the arena. And what awaits them in 80 minutes of rugby is all yet to be determined, as this thrilling final round with all 4 teams coming in at 1-1 into the competition in this final round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthems this afternoon will be sung by Kiti Niumataiwalu, with the Japan national anthem first and the Fiji national anthem following. Please stand for the singing of the national anthems.
Kimi ga yo wa chiyo ni yashio ni sazaren ishi no iwa otona rite koke of nations on the Isles of Fiji, as we stand united under noble banner blue, as we honor and defend the cause of freedom ever. Onward march together. God bless Fiji, for Fiji, ever Fiji. Let our voices ring with pride. For Fiji, ever Fiji. Her name hails far and wide, a land of freedom. God bless Fiji forevermore.
Setting up. That will be an intriguing final game in the final round of the 2011 Pacific Nations competition. Tonga 2-1 on 10 points. Japan, Fiji, Samoa sitting in 5. So for Japan, win with a bonus point.
James, how long have we got?
It's their only scenario. Any other result will hand the title to the Kingdom of Tonga, and what a turnaround that will be.
Okay, Red.
Given they didn't win a game in 2010. Peter Fitzgibbon from Ireland gets play underway, and Fiji go deep. And now Japan, with Justin Ives.
Hold.
And Fiji applying the pressure inside Japan 10, and they've won the ball. So they go to the midfield straight away, and Rabini, and now Kira, Bakanuku, Wakane Barotu, the captain. And he had some variation, change of angles, points of attack from Fiji, and they've won the penalty.
A great start by Fiji. Intensity, I'm sure, is the catch cry for them today. It was at its utmost last week, and they played Manu Samoa. Their defence really did test the laws, but it shut down the big Manu Samoa team. I'm sure they'll be looking to shut down the likes of Ryan Nicholas and that midfield combination with Taira again today, but just applying pressure with the Fijian team at Ruckham all time. Interesting to note, Ken, they got 14 changes to their side that played on Saturday. The Fijian team only one member still on there, and that's Fatiaki. He's moved from the 12 jersey to 13 to make way for the vice captain, Siru Dambini.
And Bakinuku gives the crowd something to shout about.
It's a great kick right from the start for Fiji, sending the ball deep into Japanese territory, right into this near left-hand corner. Japan didn't have time to clear it. Fiji piling a lot of numbers into that ruck, creating the turnover. That's what gave them the opportunity for points.
Murray Williams. Fiji on the drive from inside their own half. Good strength. Portava running behind Michael Leach's call for offside. This is very smart play from the Fijian halfback, Portava. And now a little sneak down the right side. Nagusa with a right foot step, looking for support, offloads the ball for Kira. Good field position for the home team. Nangunsa again goes, they've got a big line up to the left-hand side. Bakanuku Short ball for Koyamabole. Offloads for Wakane Borotu. 2 metres out, Fiji. Numbers either side. Now the pick and go. Wakane Borotu, the big number 6, throwing his big frame around at the Japan players.
Well, the right winger for Fiji, Nagusa, take about 3 pieces of involvement from him. First he took the kickoff from Japan, set it up for his forwards, then he come in for a bit of relief. Just here the pick and go is where he got involved. This is the back end of it where the big boys really did roll up their sleeves. Japan did well to keep out the Fijian attack there. Great start, you couldn't ask any more from the Fijian team.
Tatsuzo Yabe in the audience today, one of the leading executives and chairman of the Japan Rugby Football Union. And Garane Bainimarama is also in the grandstand today, the leader of Fiji. An important game. Justin Ives with 1 strong carry.
They really have been in the back foot, this Japanese side, right off the bat from this game. Fiji, you couldn't ask for a better attacking position. 5 metres out on the opposition try line. Huge options both left and right. Will they go 8-9 to the right? Be hard to stop. The big number 8, Koyamai Bole.
Tavis dropped to the right hand side. Koyamai Bole goes to the line, holds off the first defender with a left hand fend. Takes 2 others to bring him down. Now they go the right side. Fiji and Fatiaki, I think, is run behind his own player for an obstruction. There it is, a call.
Yeah, unfortunately, Keresone, the fullback, just running behind his right winger, Nagusa. Thought Koyamai Bole could have passed the ball, offloaded it. He had 3 defenders on him. Hit the halfback, Buatava. Luke in the background, it was great defence. Or rush defence from Japan, we'll see it here. He takes it up strong, the big number 8. I thought he could have offloaded it there. He drew in the numbers, it's to slow the pull down. But just watch the defence there of the Japanese side coming up. And Keresone just running behind his right winger for the obstruction.
So now Fiji on the fly, Ryan Nicholas for Koji Taira. Opens up a little hole in the Fiji defence. They go the right side, Ives with an offload, and the tackle. This is good running from Japan. Oh, good work in defence. Wakane Borotu started aggressive today. The blindside flanker. Now Hiwasa, a halfback from Suntory. Now Justin Ives.
Got it.
Yeah, ball was won by Nalanga. Buatava.
Release, right.
Yeah, very intense contact around the tackle ball area, as you would expect. So Nalanga playing halfback. Fiji, they bend their back and drive forward, making inroads into the Japan defence. Buatava, the halfback, happy to be patient. Wonga. And they win the penalty, so good discipline from Fiji. Buatava with the quick tap to the line. Short ball for a big man. Sunia Koto coming back against the grain. Nalanga, the winger with a big left-hand fin. Now he's opened them up and he's down. The left-hand side, what power, what strength from Nalanga. We talk about big, strong and fast. How about this from the big wing 3-quarter?
And it all came down to the number 9, Buatava, taking the quick tap. New Japan were on their heels. Both wingers for Fiji getting involved early, and we'll see the left-hand wing on this occasion coming in. 1 tackle, 2, right up the middle of the park, right through the forward pack of Japan, and that's some pretty average defence, but equally great attack there by the left winger. See him here, shrugs off one, the big left-hand fend, then the speed to finish. 4 defenders just left in his wake. What a great start by Fiji.
Oh, 6'4", 106 kilograms, and with pace to go along with it. and a pick and go in the middle of the ruck and maul. And I'm sure when he picked that ball up, there were all 15 defenders in front of him. And he managed to find a hole between 3 or 4. And Bakunuku no good with the conversion. Meeting all of them after.
He won't be happy though, I'm sure. The coaching ranks of Japan, John Kerwin, will be asking his players to use their shoulders. That's what you need to do. They're very physical, the Fijian side. One right through to 15, as we saw by the left winger there.
Japan with a short start, and they win the ball in spite of the pressure from Kira. Well, they started right in an unforced error, and the intimidation of this Fiji defence may be taking its toll.
They're coming up very fast and in one line. I think Tercera there just having a little sneak peek at the defence. His combination with Ryan Nicholas in the midfield for Japan is so integral to their chances, and Fiji know that's where the danger lies for this Japanese side. Tercera, and usually the angle runner, the setup guy. Nicholas has got all the skills, got the kick. They shut that down well there, Fiji.
Buatava, his halfback for Fiji, plays out of the Gold Coast Breakers in the Queensland competition. And already a couple of good contributions from him in the game.
You can just see he's sniping, he's going to be on his game, he's going to try and play fast. Get this Japanese team on the back heel. He's done it once already with that first try. Nalaga.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
My bullet down a little 8-9 play down the right hand side. Buatava.
Backwards.
Another hold now. Nagusa coming away, trying to find a little bit more space so they can regroup and go again. Fiji. Buatava goes left. Bakunuku into midfield they go. Rabini to the line.
Playing advantage. 7. Oh.
And Japan, good hustle.
Advantage.
But again, the pressure being applied by the Fijian defence. Japan try and find a small hole down the edge of the Fijians as Kirasone. Billy Esa not good on the kick.
I'm sure that's not what he wanted. He wanted to kick it longer into the corner. Kirasone, a great turnover from Japan. Sirudin Bini, I thought he was going to miss the centre partner, Fatiaki, out because there was space on this near side for the left-hand winger. Nalaga out onto the ball. Great numbers here to the ruck there in Japan.
Kizu, the hooker for Japan, looking for Michael Leach. Williams to the line. And then the offload for Kikutani, who's one of the main ball carriers. Iwasa goes looking for the ball. Williams with an attacking kick in behind the line.
I think he knew he had the penalty advantage there. The first 5, Murray Williams. Interesting to note too, this is their third different number 10 for Japan in 3 games. Sean Webb in the first game in Tokyo. James Arledge last Saturday. Now Murray Williams gets a shot, so Coach John Kerwin changing up his options. Showing early from the Japanese side. They're looking for a try. They know they need to get back into this game.
Kizu, the ball goes long. Fiji come away with the ball.
Release Ray off your feet.
Furimi Rawanga, the recipient for Fiji. Now Japan return with some strong defence. Buatava, gee, that's an ordinary kick. And now Kikutani in between 2 defenders. And Hiwasa cut out ball into midfield right. And Nicholas with a short ball. Very strong, the Suntory influence in the team today. The 9, the 12, the 13, the 11 and the 15. So 5 of the 7 backs out of the powerful Suntory club.
You can see there that he'd read it right. Number 15 coming in off Ryan Nicholas short. You'll see it here, missed pass by Williams, and all he needed to do was through the hole. Was a Ruga. Had his winger, as you said, his club winger Onozawa on his outside, would have been a guaranteed try for Japan. So missed opportunity there for the Brave Blossoms.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
So Butava. Koyama Boli's away from the first defender. Carries 2 on his back for another 15 metres. Very powerful start from the home team and the advantage. Butava short for Koto. Now they're over the halfway and 3 carries. And another offload for Butava. This is tremendous football from the home team. Promoting the ball in the tackles, numbers and support. Now the chip and chase, they need a good bounce, Fiji. Japan under the pump, Nagusa from the right wing, running on the left side. The crowd are getting excited. This is Nalanga, the try scorer. 5 metres out, Fiji. They need some quick ball. Butava tips it on down the right-hand side, and now Waganeparotu, another offload, but this time it's loose. But Fiji are going to throw everything at Japan today.
Well, Jews unfortunately was the one that tried to get the pass away in contact. And what about the go for from the big number 8, Koyama by Bole? And there's just the forward pass from Jews. He knows there's a missed opportunity for Fiji. But when you get 30, 40 odd metres from your number 8 off the base of the scrum, who was under huge duress, just palmed off Michael Leach to go for a ball. The wingers getting involved for Fiji. And it's so tough to stop big men, powerful, getting the one arm away. Japanese players physically in stature, a bit smaller, having to commit 2 defenders to the one attacker. That's what's creating. Here's the go for from the big number 8, Koyama Bole. Gets some assistance from his vice captain, Thiru Dembini. From there, it's all about patience, recognition from the Fijian players. Went to set it up. Great work there from Fiji.
Very direct in their attack today. Hard and straight, backing each other up. And if you don't make those first up tackles, they'll just run over the top of you.
Just a quick recycle. Japan not able to slow down the ball of Fiji. The defence really does need to slow that down. Just watch the scrum here. Japanese ball. They need some good technique because they know the power and the hit's going to come from Fiji and apply a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the Fiji scrum is a good one. Kikotani's caught by Waganeparotu and driven back. No, Fiji. Too eager.
They had a little sniffed in and they polled a lot of numbers. Kikutani did well. The scrum was going backwards, playing at his preferred number 8 today. Japanese captain, playing blindside in the 2 previous games. He's under a mountain of pressure, with nowhere to go. He's given it to his number 9, Wasa. He's in the worst position. He kept it. We've got numbers in behind the ball. As a consequence, they got the penalty.
Interesting that Fiji, if I guess we're working on the basis that the 3 top number 10s, Webb, Arlich and Murray Williams. As Fiji win the ball, Leach, it's loose. They go now for Murray Williams. We'll come back to that 5-8 debate. It's a big defence in midfield. Peter Fitzgibbons given the penalty immediately.
I hope he keeps his head here, Peter Fitzgibbons, because I thought it was all right. Contact was made with the shoulder around the chest on Ryan Nicholas. Seri Rambini, the 212s come together. That's a chest tackle, nothing wrong with that.
Vice captain Seri Rambini, a tremendous hit. Totally legal, of course, he's been penalised. Just going to say the top 3 number 10s at Japan Rugby are all foreigners. That will be a concern about the development of their own players in that strategic position.
Very much so. I mean, the secret to any team is their number 10 and 9 combination, the decision-making role. also 12.
Okay.
The Gaijin or foreigner there for Japan, Ryan Nicholas on screen. Tiggle Part on defence, 10 on attack. So it is an area of concern for Coach John Kerwin to get some local players in those roles. Further develop Japanese rugby over there, which is huge.
Good step. You get a touch for your boys. White, move.
That's a short line
Move
out.
out. Yeah, that's good.
Good liner of the Ives with a good take. Kikutani, and again this aggressive defence from Fiji. Out of the line quickly, Rambini. So Japan having to come. This is Onozawa. They've yet to make the advantage line from where the scrum was set. And this fast moving, now they kick. And bounced out, they go with the quick.
Play on, play on, play on.
Go with the quick throw. Now, Kirasone with a return. It's a brilliant one from the fullback. Away from two defenders. The clean out's good now. Jews with a pick and go. Fiji are on fire in the game today. Tip the ball on into midfield and some good work in defence from Japan. Trying to stem this wave of attack from Fiji with nothing to lose.
Well, they did extremely well there on defence, Japan. Shiru Rambini, the short pass to Fatiaki. Once again, it was on for the miss pass from Rambini. If he getting it to his left winger, it was a try again.
Clear.
It's interesting to note that after their big hit on their defensive rock, Ryan Nicholas, how the Fijian defence has started to fall apart. Arm grabbing. You really can't get intimidated by this Fijian physicality.
Nice short ball, and it's a tremendous tackle. It's Koji Taira, the centre. Great defence on a bigger opponent. Kikutani at the back, Wasa, Williams to the line. Now Nicholas, and again that defence. And Fatiaki, they're looking a bit rattled. Japan behind the advantage line as these big Fijian defenders try to bury their shoulders in a few chests. And Ives, good carry. Now Kikutani back towards the heavy traffic. Wagane Borotu with the big hit.
This is the mental part of the game where the Japan players really do need to front up.
What do you see?
We should have known from the get-go that
Okay.
Fiji were going to apply the pressure in that area.
Just tackle first.
If they have aspirations of winning this Pacific Nations, Japan really do need to get their headspace right, anticipate the hits, they're going to come, respect the ball.
Then a late shoulder charge, okay?
Now we're going to see a yellow card.
Go. Time on.
Marius Yonka. A late tackle and a shoulder charge. 10 minutes in the sin bin. Fiji making no secret of how they intend to play today.
Keep face, make your own gap.
There's nothing there. Keep your eye on number 6.
Wait. Wait. All.
This is the
Don't go
opportunity
before.
that Japan
Okay.
desperately needed.
Quicker.
The numerical
Let it go.
advantage. They haven't had any
Okay.
ball
Take your space.
so far in the first 20-odd minutes of this game to see all the numbers in the backs lined out right for a move. Look for Aruga and Taira to get involved.
So Williams, Nicholas gets the ball away to Taira, now in the middle of the field, and now here they go, Suzuki. Taken by Kirasone, now they go the left side. Williams to the line, gives it short for Kikutani. Now Hiwasa, Williams, cut out ball in midfield, and another big shot in defence. Force the loose pass.
It's Nicholas again, I think, has taken the big hit. It was a good read. Here's Marius Yonka again. I think it was Bangani Borotu, was it? The number 6 that come up out of the line. But the pass was made. It was all over.
What have you got?
I think he's going to be caught up for being high around the neck.
All right.
It's Nicholas, the one being singled out, the number 8, Koya Maibole.
Number 8.
He could be down to 13 here, Ken.
Cheers, then just let the tackle around the neck.
Swinging arm tackle? Yes. Swinging arm tackle by number 8.
Yeah.
Your recommendation?
A red card.
Red card.
Oh, big call.
No, it's not.
Okay. So just
Okay,
swinging
my
arm.
ball is going to be sent off. It wasn't malicious. It was careless at worst.
The red card.
This is another controversial decision, and there's been a few in this competition this year. It wasn't the first arm that made contact. Have a look here. Keep your eye on his right arm.
Who's vice captain?
Slow motion.
Who's vice?
Well, it always does in slow motion, but I think the initial hit was round the chest. It did slip up.
You've had a dangerous.
Yellow card at worst, red card. No way. That's a big call 20 minutes into the game that has a lot of few mutations onto it. Here's the end-on shot, Ken. That's it.
Oh, well, I've seen worse. Definitely a penalty, definitely a sin bin, and definitely not a red card.
Thanks.
Tough game. Fiji, they're going to come out. They're much bigger than their opponents.
What that does to mine is just wreck the physical nature of the game, the contest, and that's what it's all about.
We don't want the game sanitised to a point where sometimes we don't even recognise it. To quote a famous former All Black captain, it's not tiddlywinks, it's a tough game.
Time on.
And Japan players are all back on their feet. Now it's 15 against 13. And Japan well and truly with a numerical advantage.
Leave him in the air, don't touch him in the air.
Huge opportunity here for Japan to get over the line. Let's see what Fiji can conjure up mentally. They need to stay strong.
Taniguchi with the win.
He's the front man.
Japan with the drive. Bear in mind there's two big forwards missing from the Fijian defence line.
You're on the floor, release the ball.
So the game's almost at a Farshore level at the moment. Just 13 defenders.
Yeah, need that discipline message.
Central figure in the sin bin and in the sending off is Marius Yonka. Kizu Taniguchi.
They really did need that, the Fijian team, just to regather their thoughts. This crowd, big crowd that's coming to see their home team in Lautoka. Churchill Park a bit stunned by that. Huge call in the context of this competition.
Line out. Line out call, Marius.
Interesting one here by Fiji. The line out.
Form the line out, who's in? Who's in?
Well, two big forwards.
Yeah.
In the bin. They're not backing themselves at scrum time.
Okay.
Tabumbati, Botava. Goes long. Onozawa. Aruga. This is Usuzuki. Ryan Nicholas for Taira. And that's a good return from the 15 players in the Japan team. Murray Williams is caught behind the advantage line. It's a coming. One after the other now. Flat ball at midfield. Kikutani can't take the ball. Well, I love the physical, aggressive nature and attitude that Fiji are bringing to the contest.
Just watch this hit here. Lowered his shoulder to Wanga on the loose forward. Taniguchi, I think you better find a step, the big number 6.
Have some of this.
I love the mental attitude of the Fijian team, not changing their approach. The players here to be hit, they're going to use their shoulders, that's for sure. You can just see the body language of this Japanese team.
Time is up.
More and more involved, getting quick recycle.
The line will be your mark, okay? Just stay on the line, yeah?
Big crowd in it. Churchill Park, it's a beautiful part
line is your mark,
of the island. Overcast conditions, very warm day. The home team, of course, rugby is the national game here in Fiji. Two of their biggest hitters have been forced to sit down. One in the bin and one we won't see for a while. And of course, if you've just joined our coverage of this year's tournament, both these two teams have qualified for Rugby World Cup 2011.
What's your numbers, okay?
Interesting to note too, with the World Cup coming up later on in the year, New Zealand, Fiji and Samoa's pool, Japan and Tonga's pool, so they know each other's play inside and out.
Koto beaten in the air by Japan. So Hiwasa, Kikotani.
Rock forward, no hands!
Hiwasa, Williams, they've got an overlap down the left-hand side. Onozawa back on the inside and a good tackle.
Huge tackle over the top from the outside centre. Fatiaki coming across. There's Nagusa down low. They had to get the ball wide. They knew they had the numerical advantage. They slide off, great defence. Watch this tackle right there, right around the chest, targeted the ball, knock on. Great intensity by Fatiaki there for Fiji.
Let's go! Let's go! What the thing? What the... Let's go! Come up.
Rambini, second 5'8"ers. Pack there, the open side flanker.
Pause. Engage. Let's go. Put the ball in.
Off the back, that's
Fine.
Cuda. Now Rambini. Portava just trying to get some field position. And does well, very well. This undermanned, under strength Fijian team, just 13 of them, battling 15.
He's been good, Portava, today so far in this game. And that's a great clearance by him, just relieving the pressure, giving his Fiji team a rest.
Justin Ives with the win. And now Williams to the line for Ryan Nicholas. The cover defence is coming across, a long ball for Usuzuki with a little left and a right. Now the pick and go, and they've lost 4, so the brave Fijian defence hangs on.
Great scrambling to come across from Fiji. They have to slide, much in the vein of sevens. They know they're outnumbered, so they just keep inside the ball. It was a great break initially from Murray Williams. I thought great recognition. I thought they were in here for all money. See 4 players around Ryan Nicholas. They slide across 3-on-1. Just here from the pickup, wrong side, maybe wrong option. Great scrambling, the desperation there on Fiji.
You need to take charge of discipline. No more high tackles.
Scrum. We didn't see anything in the replay, but nonetheless they battled bravely without him for 10 minutes. So we're back to 15 on 14.
Engage.
Tub. Waganebro now Fiji close to their own line. That's the 5-metre mark in the middle of your screen. You can just see it through the legs of the Fijian players as Portava. Well, the ball's lost forward, so there's a chance. No.
Knock on.
And vice captain there, Suru Rambini, is on his haunches, telling his number 9, Portava, just kick it out. It's a pretty average kick from the number 9. Still no relief for the Fijian team. They've defended bravely. They'll be asked questions once again by the attack of Japan. I'm sure they'll be wanting to set it up first, drawing the defenders in the backs of Fiji. Look for Taira for a hit up. And quick ball once again, they'll try and get it left on short.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
So did Fiji wheel that scrum enough to get their own feed? which is the equivalent of a tight head. They did indeed. So 7 Fijian forwards do a job on 8 Japanese ones.
Great attitude there, straight from the hip. They're going to wheel it straight away.
Yeah, it's good. No, I'm happy with that.
Japan not ready mentally. You can see Kikutani asking
It's inside.
the question, and unfortunately
From inside.
for him and the Japanese side, they weren't ready.
Crouch.
That's great work there by the Fijian front 7.
Touch. Pause. Engage. Let's go.
So Butava
Hold up now.
get a scrum from Japan. Malanga in there with a pick and go. He's the size of a lock forward playing on the wing. Butava, plenty of talking, getting his forwards to get some field position. Then he goes long with the kick. Very good work from Fiji. Very disciplined, very professional.
I was going to say good communication there by Butava. His willingness forwards to give him a couple more picks to the open side to get more room, get more angle for his clearing box kick, which was a good one.
Oh, one in the air by Waganebarotu. Now Fiji, they start from behind the advantage line on this carry. Back down the short line. Butava loses the ball in the tackle. Now Japan. Justin Ives comes around to the open side. Now Williams. Long ball out wide. It's a loose ball. Nozawa can't do much. Taken by a couple of defenders. There's a short line for Ives. Comes back towards the tackle of Nagusa. Now Japan. Another loose ball. Another good shot in defence. As well as that Sunia Koto, the halfback, the hooker. And Hawasa, flat ball. This is Onozawa. And Rambini. When he makes a hit, you know Rambini, the second 5'8". Williams says, I've had enough of this. Let's get some field position. And now on the counter-attack, Kirasone steps away from the first defender. Goes to the ground in the tackle of the second. Now Butava. Wagane, Barotu and Gavambati. There's 2 big back row forwards.
Gavambati there just not releasing. It's a great tackle around the ankles by Ryan Nicholas. But Japan, a couple of missed passes, which I don't think they need. They've got the numerical advantage. They just need a draw and pass, let the ball do the work. Drawing the numbers of Fiji. Creating some missed passes which are hitting the deck, allowing Fiji defence to come up and make those big hits.
So Gavambati, yes, once you're on the ground, you have to release the ball. Kizu goes long and contested from Fiji, so it's not a clean win for Japan, but there it is. Koto.
Koto, I think, is the one that's been highlighted here by referee Peter Fitzgibbon from the side. I thought the ball was out. The longer Fiji are able to hold out Japan, I'm sure the more confidence they'll get. Very much a 7-style defence for them now with one numerical advantage to Japan. They won't mind that Fiji, they'll be used to it.
Kizu from Kobe, the ball is a little bit loose. Kida comes away and gives it on straight away. Now they're a chance down the right hand side. They've been under enormous pressure. Fiji. And the player's been held back. There should be a penalty for Fiji. Now Nagusa with the quick tap. Away from the first. Taken by the second. Now Wakaneparotu trying to go through the middle of the Japan defence. Bortava. Wakanuku with the ball over the top. They got some big boys out here. Thavambati commits 3 defenders, and it's a good clearance. Bortava. Wakanuku. Nalanga.
Well, they won't mind this unstructured play whatsoever. Fiji really does suit their style. What about this from... This is the penalty, just holding back from the Japanese defender on Nagusa, who took the quick tap and set this attacking raid alight once again. Fiji, they still look good, they're still trying things, still probing. Japan still find themselves 8-0 down. 7 minutes left in the half.
Fiji have made it very clear how they're going to play defensively. As we've seen, they're going to attack the ball in the tackle. They're going to go for the big hits. On offense, we see they're running hard and straight towards inside shoulders, trying to promote the ball in the tackle and keep it alive. As we have very much seen, particularly those of you that have been watching the Super 15 rugby, we have seen very much so in the win of the Queensland Reds at the Super 15, in large part the return of unstructured football.
Yeah, it's great to see promotion of the ball. Well, Japan, they really do need to keep their structure. That's how you beat an unstructured game. Just take it to set piece, set the ball up, look for the quick recycle. They've got the numerical advantage, spin the ball wide. They need to move these big Fijian forwards around the park, make them tired. Japanese team naturally a bit smaller than the Fijian, so use their speed.
So Hirasa, Williams. It's an attacking kick for Unozawa from inside their own quarter. And Nagusa underneath it, just drops the ball behind it, hasn't gone forward. So Bortava taken by Taira. Offloading for Nagusa.
Great option there from the Japanese side. Murray Williams isolating the right-hand winger, Nagusa, who did well. He stayed strong. Was able to stand in the tackle of 3 Japanese defenders to buy time. Threw the ball back new. He was starting to get isolated. But in the end, Japan just getting a lot more numbers to their ensuing ruck, creating their turnover.
Williams. Hirasa. Taira. Second man play for Williams, then a flat ball. Goes forward. Here it is, the Pacific Nations Cup. And the Kingdom of Tonga have one hand on it. We have seen a game that has been entertaining, physical and controversial so far in this first half of the final match.
Obviously the talking point is not the yellow card, it's obviously the red card for a high tackle by the number 8, Koya Maibole. It was influential in the first opening minutes or 20 minutes that he was on for the Fijian team, causing havoc. So a huge call there by Murray Shonka, the assistant referee.
Mozawa coming off in the front of your screen. And if Fiji are to hang on and get a result out of this one, it will be one of their bravest and one of their most significant victories in what has been, as I said, a controversy-driven first half. But the home team, Fiji, ahead of Japan, 8 points to 0 at half-time. So 14 brave men of Fiji to battle out as the chairman of the Japan Rugby Football Union, Tatsuzo Yabe, In some Fijian supporter contrast and images we show you, the chairman of the Japan Rugby Football Union and the Fijian supporters on the bench. Peter Fitzgibbon has done a tremendous job, and the leader of Fiji, Ranibani Marama. Pleasure of meeting him last year on this same ground. As Japan goes short with the restart, and Fiji onto it quickly. And it's continued, and Sunia Koto down the middle of the park, just one lone chaser, offloads the ball in the tackle. Butava, the referee says, forward pass, but what an opening for Fiji.
I was about to say, they couldn't have scripted it any better. Straight onto a tackle, it was a loose pill from the kickoff, slapped back by the Japanese. Contestants in the air, it was picked up by Koto. Little off pass to the number 7. And get up. Great chase there by Murray Williams to get back desperately, which forced a forward pass.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
So Kikutani, the captain,
I think he's going to be spoken to as well. He's been lifted and dumped. He was right there, and he's going to his pocket again. What colours are going to be?
Mikey Nichols, the first 5'8". I would have a look. I guess you're looking for some intent. Well, how's that dangerous?
The thing is, it's a hard one because he's a smaller man by Kenoku, and remembering Kikutani, all his momentum is going forward, so there's only one way that he's going to fall, and you can't just lay him down. I'm not going to die wondering the Fijians, they're going to be physical regardless.
Yeah, well, sometimes, big man on big man, they come into contact in a physical game, and it's tough. Sometimes it's just the way that they connect. With big men all over 100 Ks, sometimes things look worse than they really are. Kikutani's continued, nothing wrong with him. In fact, he's missed out. Gives a short ball there. They go down the right side. We are back to 13 defenders, so all of the advantages are in the favour of Japan. They have the ball, field position, and a 2-man advantage. Japan. So Hiwasa loaded up the short side. It's Kikutani. There's that Shotahori who's on in jersey 16, Hiwasa.
Once again, desperate defence. Fiji just getting amongst the hands of Hori. The reserve hooker who's come on at half-time for Takashi Kizu. He won't be happy with his first involvement of play in the second 40. But I'm sure the words of Japanese coach John Kerwin would have been for the Japanese front 5 to muscle up. They really do need to set a platform for their exciting backs. At the moment, they just seem to be chasing the game somewhat.
So Botava is Wagane Borotu. And bearing in mind there's only 13 Fijian defenders. And they're inside their own quarter. They have the ball, which relieves them of some pressure. So it's Rambini in 12 in a halfback position. So Japan with a quick throw. Aruga, Nicholas. Got a big overlap towards the left-hand side. Nicholas goes right. And a good ball and all tackle. Iwasa. Now Shotahori. Iwasa. Williams. What's doing with that? Shakes his head. Why wouldn't he?
You're just guilty of trying to overplay their hand. They're in a rush trying to speed up this game, and that's what Fiji want. They like their style, unstructured football, short line out.
Again, pressure. Kikotani throws the ball into midfield for Ryan Nicholas. Worth a little chip and chase. Gets the ball back. Ryan Nicholas leaves it on the ground. Now the pick and go. Michael Leach. Kikotani down the middle of the park. 4 metres out. And now Japan, a try scored on the right-hand side. So having a look at who's under that. Is it Suzuki on their right-hand side? Delight from the Japanese supporters. In fact, it's Go Aruga, the fullback.
It all came from his teammate Ryan Nicholas. A little chip and chase and needed some individual brilliance to break this Fijian defence. Watch him here, ball in 2 hands. The chip and chase pushes out Serudin. He looks for the pass, thinks better of it, sets up play. They always had numbers down the right-hand side. Great involvement there by Michael Leach to keep it going to his number 8 and loose forward partner, Kikutani, the captain. The recognition of where the numbers were is a little feint and a dummy and the strength to get over. Go Aruga of the number 15. Great work there by the captain, Kikutani. Great footwork, draws in the numbers. What about the strength by Aruga, upper body strength. Gets that ball over in between 2 defenders.
Ryan Nicholas started his professional career at Otago and the Highlanders and the Super 14. Has been in Japan now 5 seasons. Played now, this is his 29th test.
Just came to a point where Fiji can see their heads are down, they're very tired. Over 20 minutes, or will be 20 minutes where they've had to play with 1 man down. In the case of the first half, we even had 2 men down, so 13 down to 15 at one stage. It'll take all their resilience to keep ahead in this game, which they still are 8-5.
Short restart and coming away with it, Kitagawa. So Hiwasa.
He formed them all, no problem. He formed it.
Oh, that's a good turnover by Fiji. And a good carry from Wagane Barotu. And they've got field position. So Botava waits, he's got no first 5'8", or no specialist first 5'8". And now Rawanga, the lock forward. And down the left hand's a Wagane Barotu. And Rawanga really imposing themselves on the defence. And now Thavambati with a very strong carry to put them within striking distance now to Rambini around the left-hand side. That's the 5 metre line just to the left of your screen. Now it's on the right as they come through. Botava, now Samotha. Now opting to use a short line. Ngeta. Rambini. Good, sensible footy. All the pressure's on Japan. Fiji just need to control the ball now. The pick and go over the advantage line. Another attempt through the middle of the Japan defence. So Thavambate, Gura and Rawanga, you see them lined up just to the right of the ruck. Now Rawanga over the top of one defender, presents the ball. Now the pick and go through the middle. Good work, Fiji. Good defence, Japan. Now they go down the short side, and again a scramble over. The try looks like it's going to be awarded down that left side, and patience, discipline, and what a try from a team just 13 brave soldiers out there for Fiji. Up against 15 defenders, they get the try.
Yeah, great reward for perseverance. They were never going to give it out wide to the backs. They still had a lot of work to do, the left-hand winger, Nalanga. But he finished off, great continuity, great phase of play for the Fijians. Over in the corner, the strength, he's been good today. And he gets his double, the big number 11 for Fiji.
Well, he's been a wonderful performer. Napoleone Nalanga with Clermont in France. He has been such an important member of their Japan, should I say, the French top 14 competition in recent years. 90 games for Clement, 31 tries for them, 2 tries today in his first appearance. And this brave Fijian team, just 13 of them on the park for the second time in the 80-minute encounter so far, with Wakanuku, their specialist, 5'8" in the bin. And they are finding a way to hang in this contest and hang into a very narrow lead as Bortava comes up short with the conversion. But they still lead by 13 points to 5, Fiji.
Well, it was a smart play, wasn't it? They just kept it tight. This is where they have had the advantage all day, Fiji, and that's around the ruck area, always making yards. So tough to defend. Just the physical stature of the Fijian players against the Japanese.
So Japan opting for the restart, and it's won again by Michael Leach. Now Hawasa back towards the right-hand side. Williams offloads for Nicholas. A good tackle from Koto. Hawasa, ball goes behind. A bit of a mix-up. Hori held up by Wagane Brotu. Narrow blind they use, close to the touchline. Good continuity from Japan. Now Fujita. Ball is loose, and Fiji come away with the Japan ball inside their own half. Now they try to get something going forward. Rambini with a beautiful offload. Look at the yards they're making down the middle, Fiji. And now Rawonga offloads for Karasoni. Surely not, they're going to go again. Kura has tackled 24 metres out, numbers down the left. Jews at first receiver. They've got blocks and props out at first and third receiver. Now they've turned the ball over. Michael Leach just scrambles a kick downfield, but Fiji, everybody knows the huge disadvantage they've been under today, and they've found a way to open up the Japan defence.
Yeah, and it was the vice-captain, the number 12, Seru Dambini. They got it all started, but what about this interchange between backs and forwards? There we see Koto offloading to his wing partner, then the fullback, Kirasoni, gets involved. And now here's just where the turnover occurred. It was a great tackle in the end by Kawamata, desperate one. And then the relieving kick by Michael Leach.
So Rupini Masinga from Singatoka comes on to replace Rawonga, and Bakanuku comes back. So they're now back to 14.
Okay.
This has been so far an incredibly demanding and stressful 52 minutes for Fiji, who have played 20 of those minutes with 13 players, and the majority of it with 14. And they lead on the scoreboard. Bakanuku for Rambini. Back the left side they go. Bakanuku with a long cutout ball for Koto. Loves to run the ball, the hooker. Now Jews. Pick and go. He's trying to commit those Japan defenders.
Okay.
You can see how both teams are just using that short channel on the far side of the field, using the extremities, drawing in those numbers. As Hatakiyama comes on for Japan in jersey 17 for Nozomu Fujita. And I'm sure that'll be an area for both teams that they'll use as their bench, especially Fiji, with the miracle disadvantage they've had.
Number 6 in midfield here.
Here we go, Marius Jonker, our mate, once again on the field.
6, please. Number 6.
Taniguchi.
Here, Marius. Just the mark. 6. No.
I thought he was being replaced. He's been out to go.
Tackle by you.
He's been called out to give the lecture on the meaning of life.
Okay. High tackle. It's here. No, it's right here. Time on.
Well, I suppose all you can ask for as a player is consistency, and Marius Jonker's been just that today.
Decision. Post.
This is a good move here by the captain, Wangani Borotu, just calling for the shot by Kenuku. Here's the high shot, I think it is. And if that's it, then it's a debacle, because there's nothing wrong with that. Once again,
I've seen worse at my granddaughter's play centre, but never mind. Like a muku. Long and short. Japan. So Suzuki. That's a good kick from him. Fiji. Counter attack. Wagane Barotu. Hard and straight. Buatava. Usa, second receiver. Spins away from the first defender. Gets up and goes again.
No, tackle is completed. Doesn't matter.
Everyone's seen this again. Once again, the wingers of Fiji getting involved. There's a right-hand winger on the left side. Nagusa, he was deemed that the tackle was completed. You had to release the ball. That's the call from Peter Fitzgibbon. Did actually punch through the defender of the Japan defence and let go.
You've got to say that when the guy's broken the fence and he's run 15 metres, it's hard to be convinced that the tackle's been completed.
Time off. 15. 15.
So Sean Webb is coming on for Go Aruga.
Okay, time on. Keep the space.
Plenty of game time for the foreigners in the Pacific nations from Coach Kerwin.
Sean Webb in his third appearance in 3 games for the Japanese team. Let's see what his involvement will be.
So Kikutani, very impressive Japan player.
Same ball. Half back. That's once.
So good field position, got possession of the ball, but they're behind on the scoreboard, Japan.
3, no. Use the ball, 9. Use the ball.
Either warning from Fitzgibbon saying they have to.
Advantage.
Samotha is an advantage.
There's advantage.
Ori.
3 wide side exit.
And Japan can make something of this if they can get a good release. Iwasa, Williams, Ryan Nicholas with an attacking kick.
No advantage.
Gee, that's a long advantage.
Especially when they've had use of the ball and attacking rate like that, Ken. I think that's pretty tough on the Fijian team there.
See that he's gone back about 12 metres from where he's standing on the mark. And they finished that play putting the ball with a kick into the in goal. So they travelled at least 12 metres plus a couple of metres the ball went in the in goal. That's a good 15 metre. You would think that their advantage is well and truly over.
Careful.
Once again, the Fijian captain being spoken to about their discipline. They have to have it all here. You know Japan are going to try the rolling ball from this line out if they can take possession.
Kikutani, reliable as ever, the captain, jumping at the back of the line out. And another penalty against Fiji.
He's on the ground. In the air. I know.
The Fijians are penalised for taking Kikutani before his feet hit the ground.
Time off.
I think it's the open side flanker. Michael Leach is the one that was down. He went up for the ball.
Okay. Okay.
Never got the opportunity to set his feet on the ground. Fiji going right underneath and sacking that ball before he could do that. Hence the penalty. We're going to go to another line out, I'm sure. Fiji, though, their all-important 2 scores lead 13-5.
So this time it's Taniguchi. Blindside flanker with a line-out win. Loading up the blind side. And Leach. Laying over there with his hands over the ball. They're very, very close. Japan, it's a second man play at inside ball. Ryan Nicholas scrambling ahead and gets the try.
Great work there from the open side for Japan. Michael Leach, he's the one that got the go for it. It was great leg drive from him initially. got to only half a metre out. It was a quick ball. And a great clearance by Huasa. Out to Murray Williams, the Fijian defence always on the back foot. This is here, there's the great pass and just a little cut. A big hole there as we saw Ryan Nicholas, just so strong. Keeps his balance and then the strength to get over and plant the ball right next to the post. Look at the balance here, keeping his legs pumping. He's all right to place that ball, and he does so. And the strong defence of Fiji finally broken by Japan.
This should put Japan behind by just one. And don't forget that if Japan win this game with a bonus point, that will give them 10 points, exactly the same as the Kingdom of Tonga. And because they beat Tonga last week in a thriller, 28-27, they will be crowned the champions of the Pacific Nations 2011. So they have just a little over 21 minutes to get 2 tries and win the game, Japan.
You couldn't have scripted it any better, could you, Kent? Fiji down to 14, trying to muster up all their strength. Japan needing 2 tries.
So Bakanuku with the start.
Good.
Kitagawa, Matt Williams and Ryan Nicholas.
Oh, you can see there the referee already had his hand in the pocket before he blew the whistle. Sirambini is red.
Oh, it's another red card for Rambini, and it was a careless tackle, but it was high. He's been sent from the field.
Time off.
We have a look, he goes on the inside. Well, it's high.
Well, for me here, the main point is it was high, but there was no intent in it. He just threw the arm out.
So you would think with 13 defenders on 15 attackers with less than 20 that Japan, who trail by a point, so there have been, I have to say, 1 or 2 high shots from Japan as well that have gone, one unnoticed and one punished only with a penalty. Ryan Nicholas has been in the wars. It's a tough game.
To his credit though, he got back up big. Ryan Nicholas, but you have to say, pretty tough ask now for the Fijian team to get up. Some pretty interested onlookers with Tonga in the grandstand now. Grandstand watching over this game. They'll be still holding out hope that Fiji can, by some way, miracle, get up and beat this Japan team with only 13 men.
15 wide and.
Well, I reckon they're both the red cards at worst for Simbins.
Substitution.
So in my view, there's been a sledgehammer taken. Sledgehammer type approach. And really, the championship has in effect been handed to Japan by the officials. And Japan only have to look after the ball, keep their heads, and they should get the win in the 2 tries for Japan. So to say for the home team, Fiji,
Not space. Scrummer line out.
they need to try to find a way to dominate field position. And I suspect that every opportunity they get, they will go for points and try and avoid contact. It won't affect their running. I still think they'll be direct with their approach, but they are under an enormous disadvantage to win this game, Fiji.
Red, move.
Well, as a player and a viewer, all you ask,
Hold the space.
let the players play, don't let the referee dominate the game. And that's what happened here today. And with UK yellow cards at best. I suppose against Sirambini in his case, that was the second time he's been warned for a high tackle. Still, I don't think awarded a red card. So much riding on this final game. You don't want it to come down to a referee's call, and that's what it has unfortunately done today. Still, they find themselves only 1 point behind to Fiji, so not out of this game yet.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
So Huasa
Stay.
Williams, second man play. They've got the advantage and coming back on the inside, Koji Taira. Now they go forward, Japan in very good field position. There's the try. That'll put them in front.
And aren't they happy? The Brave Blossoms, great structure there from the line out. It was a set move from the scrum off there by Kikutani, the captain, behind ball to Ryan Nicholas, and just that late cut with Taira with the Suntory teammate. Just run through, does the captain. Kikutani shrugs off that shoulder tackle, and then Hori, the replacement hooker, always had the numbers. There's the easy switch with Onozawa. A great read there. Kikutani, well, he's been strong throughout this whole Pacific Nations Cup, leading from the front, the quick ball, and the hooker over number 16, Hori. Great try.
Sean Webb. So admired. Fiji. Tiny nation. A population less than 750,000, I think. So now 17-13. One more try. And then win the game, Japan. And it's their name on the Pacific Nations Cup for 2011. So straight away, they know they just need to keep the ball alive, and their numerical advantage will kick in eventually.
They still need to hold the ball, do Japan. Michael Leach here, given the missed pass, it was high. And behind short Webb, hard ball to take. Fiji, we're only one try away from getting this lead back again, and this is the opportunity that they needed. So Japan still need to respect the opposition, still need to respect the ball. They can't just fling it around because this Fijian team only need a sniff. And they'll get their tails up. What Japan have done, played structured football, that's what's got them back into this game. Here's a great opportunity for Fiji, deep in Japan territory.
Stay in 9.
So Batu Voka, inside ball for Fatiaki. Go the left side. Wagane Barotu. Now Koto. Wagane Barotu forced to carry again. Now two huge players in attack. Two that Fiji have had sent off. Rabini, the second 5, and Koya Mabole.
Number 6 on the fringe offside.
There's a big call here. I think you've got to take the points, and they're only one penalty kick away from getting in the lead, Fiji. I know it'll chew up time, but it'll give themselves a rest. They're going to go for the money here. They're going towards the sideline.
This is Taniela Rawonga. From Saunaka, specialist fullback.
12. Number 12.
And they're dejected. Game's not over.
Hold it short, James.
But they realise the disadvantage that their team is under. The Fijian bench looks on. 9 players sitting on that bench.
He's been a soldier for them, hasn't he, for the Pacific Nations. Ryan Nicholas for Japan.
So now Bakumuku. Nalanga. Batu Voka. Pick and go through the middle. Wagane Barotu. Patient from Fiji. Just wonder how long a big man can have in terms of the energy through the middle. Vatu Voka, the replacement halfback. Now the pick and go.
And away 6.
And he's brave. players from Fiji. Vatuvoka going back to the left-hand side. A couple of decoy runners. And then Rawonga tries to spin out of the tackle. It's Stavambati. Wakanuku. Again, they go forward. Masenga. Wakanuku, patient. Nagusa with some power and an inside ball. It's been lost forward.
That's the mistake the Japan team were waiting for. He tried to inject himself. The number 14, Nagusa, come off his wing. Tried to pass in contact. They were doing well. It was patiently building. You could see it. I know the inclination is for him to pass, but it's a hard one in traffic. Great tackle there, or covering tackle by the number 4, by Justin Ives. Let's get into the last 7 odd minutes of this game. They're in the right end of the field. The kick's going to come, so Fiji, watch for the counter-attack. Just trying to slow the game down here. Japan, been under the pump. Just a brave effort here from Fiji.
So 3 tries to 2.
Yeah, well,
Japan,
listen,
they need a 4th try and the win to get the bonus point. That will give them the title. And you have to say, it will be a brave man to tip that they can't, given it's 15 on 13. Everybody can feel the tension and the pressure. But the Fiji team are under, unmanned in a crucial international.
Pause, engage.
Iwasa.
Stay.
Off the back, Kikotani caught in a very good tackle.
Stay back.
Iwasa. It's good, very good carry from Leach.
Second back. Carries back in. Carries back in.
Carry back in there, so a big mistake came by the Japanese team. The Fijians get another opportunity deep in the Japanese half to attack here. Just look at the enthusiasm, looking for the quick ball and quick play.
Different ball.
They've got to keep it close here, I think Fiji. They've had the advantage all day in that department. Around the rucks, they've made a lot of meters there. This is their opportunity.
So Koto been good today. Bakanuku into midfield they go. Fatiaki. They go the left side. Wagane Borutu with a big right hand fend on Taniguchi. Juice hard and straight over the top of the first defender. Now the pick and go. Fiji warming to their work. Nalanga. And there's an advantage with the home team. Fiji 2 metres out. Now they shift the ball. Bakanuku. Rawonga with the big show and go. 5 metres out. 13 Fijian players. Nalanga for Nagusa. Steps out of the first tackle. Inside the second.
Release red.
A couple of metres out. The ball slow coming back. Vatuvoka with a pick and go. Good defence, Japan. Now the pick and go again at the Japan line.
No right.
Look at the numbers they've got out to the left-hand side. Fiji. Gee, they got a big overlap if they could just tip that ball on. But the Japan defence holds. Now Vatuvoka, change of direction. Baganugu. Nagusa, right foot step, loses the ball.
Once again, the right-hand winger trying to get himself involved, causing the turnover. And is that the last effort for Fiji? They come back to blind. And the replacement player, Hatakeyama, making another big tackle. With only minutes left on the clock, Japan find themselves right underneath their horns, needing to try to get the tournament. Fiji needing to try to win their game and hand the cup for 2011 back to Tonga.
Number 1 catcher.
Couldn't have scripted it any better. The climax of this competition.
1-3 pass 13. Substitution. Number 13, 1-3, yeah? Thank you.
See the tension on the faces of the fans. They know that if Fiji do enough to win, that it will be the most unlikeliest of victories under enormous pressure and disadvantage.
Come on.
And if they do,
Good.
it will be indeed a brave effort. All of the advantages are with Japan.
Touch. Pause. Engage. Stay back.
So Hiwasa waits. Wed sends Fiji back into their own half. Ronda.
Rook form.
Vatuvuka, the halfback in jersey 20. Very tired Fijian players. And they try to go through the middle of the Japan defence. And good work. They promote the ball in the tackle and able to keep it alive. So again, they go laterally. They still haven't managed to go past the advantage line. Wagane Barotu with a big left hand. And another short ball and over the advantage line from Nasinga.
Call there from the assistant referee, Murray Shonka, for the forward pass. Bewilderment on the faces of the Fijian team. Sanga was the one that received the ball. Many moments left. Maybe one opportunity for Japan to snatch this title away from Tonga, who are sitting up in the grandstands watching it. They won't mind if the result stays right here.
Yeah, let's have the scrum.
They don't mind Japan winning. They can't afford to let them get the bonus point. That's what Japan are going to get with one more opportunity left in this game.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. It's 14s. It's 14s. They're in together. Wait for my call. Patience. Wait for my call. Same scrum. Yeah.
One more try for Japan will secure them the Pacific Nations. A huge effort from 13 defenders from Fiji will ensure that Tonga win it. Let's see how this unfolds. Williams into midfield. The second man play coming at pace is Suzuki. Now they will enter the 22. They go laterally. It's a short ball. And they're on the back foot, Fiji again.
No. Release the ball.
Fiji thinking about spreading the ball inside their own quarter. Vatuvuka.
It's okay, it's only tackle. Go offside line. Rock!
Now Japan, the minutes tick away.
It's okay. You join from the hindmost foot. No, stay back.
So Japan have got all the cards stacked in their favour. 25 metres out in the middle of the park. Three forwards waiting to set up another ruck. Trying to drag the Fijian defenders and create a mismatch now. They go to the right-hand side. The second man play again. Taira, the ball goes behind and over the touchline.
Can't be much time left at all. A thrilling end to this competition. Fiji get the throw into the line out, so brave. What can they conjure up here?
Nasinga, Bukamuku into midfield.
Away.
Vatuvuka again, they go back the way they came from where the line out was. This is Talematonga. A cut out ball. Awonga tries to keep it alive. They've got to deny Japan the ball, Fiji.
But he had to stay away from the touchline there, the Fijian attacker. Great defence, you have to say, from Japan, though, using his extra defender, just letting him take that space up and putting him over the sideline, getting the throw into the line out. They've got to go wide here, Japan, for sure.
So it's tense. Japan need a try to win the tournament. Tonga need Fiji to hold them out for them to win the tournament. Can these 13 brave warriors from Fiji keep out the 15 players from Japan who know they are within striking distance of an historic Pacific Nations win for them?
No, still the same ball.
So they're able to go forward. Wagane Barotu. Now the ball's loose. Can they get something from here? Japan. Again, Fiji in defence. Hawasa. They go the left side, an inside ball. Now they go searching again for a hole. It's Yuta Umamura, an experienced player. The ball is loose on the ground. Taken by Nagusa. Can he hang on to the ball? Now Fiji. That player looked offside. No call from the referee. Fiji still have possession of the ball. Vatuvoka. Everybody can feel the tension here at Churchill Park. They're a chance down the right-hand side, Fiji. That ball off of Japan. Is it a Fiji throw? It is indeed. Oh, it's gone forward. So Fiji, can they steal a win at the end? At the moment, it's Tonga's name on the Pacific Nations Cup. Can Japan find a way to get the ball?
There's great work here from the number 11 for Japan, Onozawa. He was back deep, reading the kick come up. So if that transfer was made, they were way down this near touchline where Fiji, with only the fullback to beat. And so there was only one play for Onozawa that will stop the transfer any way he could.
So the last play in what has been a controversial and tension-packed match, with Fiji having 2 players sent off, 2 players in the sin bin, and the Kingdom of Tonga sit and await their fate, which in effect is on this last play. Japan get the try, they get their name on the trophy. Fiji hold them out, the Kingdom of Tonga get their name on the trophy. That's the formula. And our thoughts go to Isatola Maka, Dutai Kefu and Yosua Taumalolo, the coaching staff of the Kingdom of Tonga, who find themselves in this position. For the coaching staff of Japan, of course, the great legendary John Kerwin. Equally, the tension will be on him as he tries to have some confidence that his boys can find a way to get that 4th try and the extra bonus point.
Haven't they done well, Japan, after their initial loss in Tokyo at the hands of Manu Samoa, to come back and beat Tonga last week in Fiji after all the travel and give themselves an opportunity to get some silverware and take it back to Tokyo. And they've done well to get themselves back into this game against Fiji. A real physical and hard-hitting Fiji.
They look like they're going to go for the try, Fiji. Wagane Barotu. Baikanuku. Into midfield they go. Cut out ball. Long, there's a little gap. Rawonga in between a couple of defenders. Makes it then, offloads the ball in the tackle. Another yellow. Well, the game has at times been a fast. Now we're down to 12. One more and we can put a round ball out there.
So the Fijian boys are used to 7s. It's huge in this part of the world. there. Just the lifting tackle by the number 20, I think it is, Voka.
I don't know what the player's supposed to do, what he could have done. Yeah, like, once you make contact with the shoulder under the ball, which is what we teach, arms around the body, lift and drive. I mean, to me, that's just a tackle that looked awkward.
Well, you're trying to turn the ball over. I know the Japanese player did take possession of the ball, and what you want to do is try and get the ball back. I think it's most basic, and that's what he's trying to do. Dislodge the ball in a good tackle. But in the end, Japan 15 on. "13, 12, yeah, there you go, 3 off. Yeah, 12, so they backed themselves here for sure.
2 reds and 1 just in a yellow. So Justin Ives. So this is the last play of the game, and for Japan, they've only got 12 defenders in front of them. They need to try to get their name on the cup. Can they do it? Hori's got the ball at the back of the maul, close to the touchline. Fiji running out of players and running out of petrol. Can they find a way to hold them out? Now the drive. Japan players gone to the ground. There's not a lot of Fijian defenders out here wide, but they opt to go close, Japan. They're 10 metres out. There's the field position. You can see the big mismatch in defence out here to the left side. Murray Williams is talking to his players out on the left side, but the forwards opt to go through the middle of the tired Fijian defenders. There's Shota Hori. This controversial game, is it yet to play out with one last chapter as they march and go forward? They've got the numerical advantage and they still march the ball forward, Japan. Now they can see the touchline. Now they can see the Pacific Nations Cup. Can they get there and hold it all together, Japan? Now they're going to go wide. Murray Williams to the line. It's a cutout ball. It's been intercepted and lost forward. What does the referee say? Will it be a scrum? Is it full time? Will he blow the whistle for full time? No, he won't. Fiji.
Oh, one more play. There you go. I thought Japan, they needed to spread it wide a little bit earlier. They had, as you said, Kent, a huge advantage to this near side of the field. They opted to go up the forwards way. It was great structure. I thought they were giving Fiji an opportunity to disrupt that rolling maul. The missed pass there, the ill-advised missed pass, nearly gave Fiji a length of the field try.
So Japan, in the presence of their chairman, Tatsuso Yabe, poised. Just one more try for the Japan team. Kikotani down the blind side, taken by Waganebarotu. Now they go wide. Williams to the line. It's an inside ball. There's the try. And there's the Pacific Nations Cup for Japan. Yuta Imamura in this most controversial and at times partial contest. And in the end, 15 against 12 with the game and championship on the line. Japan were able to come up with the play. And to the delight of the Japanese supporters that are here in numbers, a disappointment for the Kingdom of Tonga and the Fijian team who battled so bravely. They got the job done, Japan.
Well, I thought they would have done this a moment earlier. They get a second opportunity. Just the easy switch pass with the number 22, Yuta Imamura, the hero of the day for Japan. With Murray Williams, you'd have to say, has done extremely well in the standoff for number 10 position for Japan. Led his team ably. Very happy man there, the chairman of the Japanese Rugby Union. This will be a great win for John Kerwin. Japanese Brave Blossoms, and there it is. The 2011 Pacific Nations Cups going back to Tokyo.
And we needed to the 84th minute. And this game will be remembered for the red cards and for the yellow cards. It'll be the furthest thing from the Japan players' minds as they celebrate. And their mix of foreign players and homegrown players. And you can see the delight. And they battled all the way. And in the 84th minute, well, we know it mostly as a 1-3 cut with the 5'8" and first receiver going to the line.
Thanks.
Turning the ball back on the inside for Umamura.
When he counts, you count, huh? A bit closer. Please, John. Yeah. Right.
And the Japan coach, John Kerwin, happy and delighted.
Japanese coach John Cohen, you must be over the moon. First victory over Fiji and first Pacific Nations Cup victory.
Yeah, great courage from our guys. I thought that Fiji came out. We knew they'd be physical. They were really physical. A lot of courage from our boys to hang in. Half time, we just said we need to keep playing, hang on to the ball, get round the corner, and these boys have worked really hard, and I'm just really proud of them.
What did you say to them at half time when Fiji was leading?
Second half we're fit enough to carry the ball. I felt in the first half we didn't play our game plan. We weren't setting enough rucks. Half time we just needed to hang on to the ball, make our one-on-one tackles a bit lower, and hang on to the ball, multiple rucks, and we'd get them in the end.
Good platform going into the World Cup, winning the Pacific Nations Cup for the first time?
Yeah, I'm really happy for Japan. Japan is working really hard. We got World Cup in 2019. These young bunch of players have worked very, very hard. They deserve the win today, and I'm just really proud of them. I think that it's been a great tournament. Tonga performed well. Fiji had a good game last week, and so it's our Tri-Nations, and we're really proud to have come away with the win.
Cheers, enjoy the win.
Thank you very much, I will.
Well, he certainly had all the advantages in his favour. And the 2 red cards and 3 yellow cards by referee Peter Fitzgibbon is a world record of red cards and yellow cards in an international, and a disappointing Fijian cap.
Domenico Wanganimborotu, flying Fijians captain. Hard to play with 13 players, and then you finish it off with 12 players. Indiscipline caught you at the end, bro.
Yeah, we kind of put ourselves down on the first half there. Heaps of indiscipline, no patience. That cost us the game in the first half. And already on the second half, we didn't do much improvement there. So we just give out a lot of ball to them, and we paid for our mistakes.
We should be worried about set pieces also. We gave away a couple of lineouts, and from one of the lineouts, Japanese scored a try. So that's something to work on.
Yeah, our set piece didn't work that well because we kept on losing players in the sin bin and red card. So we still have a lot of work to do, and when we got all our players back, and we're going to work on that. Still a lot of work to do.
And a lot of work ahead of All Blacks. You face the All Blacks Friday week in Dunedin.
Yeah, next weekend. It's going to be a big test for us. We're kind of testing out all the players, and hopefully we get a good team to go over to the other side and give All Blacks a good game.
Well, all the best. Pick up yourself, and look forward to that game against the All Blacks.
Cheers, thank you.
Indeed, Fiji head to Dunedin for the All Blacks, and Samoa head to Australia for a game against the Wallabies. And as it turned out, Japan with wins over Tonga 28-27, and today 24 points to 13. But just their bad start against the Manu Samoa, losing 15-34. And they did enough with huge advantages in their favour to etch onto the Pacific Nations Trophy for the very first time, Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
We speak about the influences of the likes of Isi Tolamaka and Tarai Kefu for Tonga, but equally so John Kerwin for Japan. We can't understate the importance this win will mean to the Japanese people with the hardships they've had over recent times, obviously. Back in their homelands, this will be heartfelt and warming for them. No doubt about that. A very proud moment for the Japanese chairman, I'm sure. Coach John Kerwin, as he said, and also reward for hard work for this Brave Blossoms, aptly named as Japanese 15.
To present the officials' medallions. Over the past few weeks, it's been very hectic, and Mr. Yabe will be presenting the match officials' medallions to the match officials. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Mr. Yabe and our match officials.
World record holder now. it's given. Marius Yonka, James Borgalo, Keith Brown. Involved, of course, the development of referees in the Pacific have been an integral part of the IRB's commitment to the growth, marketing and promotion of the game in the Pacific.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yabe. I now call upon the FRU chairman, Colonel Mosese Tikoitonga. He will be presenting the winners' medallions to the victorious Japan side this afternoon, and they'll be receiving their medallions this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Colonel Mosese Tikoitonga and also your IRB Pacific Nations champions for 2011, Japan.
Wonderful sight for the Japan players. Futoshi Ono from the Toshiba club. Ruga from Suntory, teammate of his is Hatakeyama. Michael Leach, the open side flanker. Ryan Nicholas. Got a hammering today at times.
Maybe in the ice bath for sure, but he's been huge for them in the Pacific Nations. Also the number 10 coming up there, Murray Williams. Leo's great today. Also the big number 4, I think, was the player of the match for Japan, just receiving his medal there. Justin Ives. He was amongst everything. He really did keep this 4-pack and front 5 for Japan going.
Non-playing members of the squad, Luke Thompson, Rao Hawani, so Alicia Tukulai, Guaye at the end.
About that guy there, Ken Kikutani.
Thank you
so much, number. How huge was he for Japan over the weekend?
Right now, the captain for Japan, Takashi Kikutani. I'm just going to hand over the mic to him, and he'll deliver a few words this afternoon.
このチームがまとまって得た結果で、あとフィジー、トンガ、サモア、本当にいい試合を僕たちにプレッシャーをかけてくれて、お互い切磋琢磨して成長できたと思います。ワールドカップに向かってこの4カ国でワールドカップを盛り上げていくので、これからも応援をよろしくお願いします。
I think all of us, Fiji, Samoa, Tonga and Japan, we really tried our best, and all the games were really hard. The togetherness from this team, I think, leading up to the win for this Pacific Nation Cup. But we all want all these teams to do their best in the World Cup. Thank you very much.
I now invite the IRB Council member, Mr. Harry Schuster. He will be presenting the IRB Pacific Nations Cup trophy this afternoon.
Takashi Kikutani and the victorious Japanese team, an historic moment for them as they take out the 2011 Pacific Nations Cup, Japan.
Now put the flag down.
This has been a Fox Sports presentation.